In the top stories, ZIZ celebrates women for International Women's Day. SKNO's permanent representative emphasizes women development, and WIPO offers women distance learning courses free for International Women's Day. The details on these stories and more after the break.
It's the annual frame event at Quartz Optical, so don't miss out. Get up to 80% off your favorite frames. Call 466-1640 to book your free eye examination or book online at quartzoptical.com. Get that free frame today and pay later. It's the annual frame event only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Conditions apply.
Mosoka, 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 mosoka.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Barrage. On the occasion of International Women's Day on Friday, ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation highlighted the contributions of women in the organization. Shanique Harvey has more.
Women play a pivotal role in the daily operations of the ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation. Positions held by women include journalist, makeup artist, camera person, manager, and accountant. Human Resource Manager Deloma Edgings explained the challenges she faces in her profession.
It is challenging sometimes being a young black woman in a leadership role. It's challenging in the sense that I have to make my presence known. I do realize that typically persons like me do not occupy these type of positions. So I think it's important that I represent not just women, not just my age group, but consider it on a wider spectrum to promote gender equality as well.
Sales and Marketing Manager Vinette Tyrrell spoke about the significance of celebrating women.
I feel like women have played a pivotal role in shaping societies and cultures throughout history, and we still are. Therefore, celebrating us acknowledges our significance.
Accounts Manager at ZIZ, Desiree Simon, spoke about what celebrating International Women's Day means to her.
It's a great feeling actually to have women being celebrated and being celebrated in a big way, such as Women's International Day. I feel that women are born leaders because we are nurturers and we see things holistically, whereas men might see things differently. We are peacemakers and change makers, and wherever women are given the opportunities to lead, we see vast differences in communities because we pull other women, men and children to become better versions of themselves.
International Women's Day is celebrated on March 8th annually. This year's celebration was guided by the theme, Investing in Women, Accelerate Progress. Reporting for ZIZ News, I am Shanique Harvey.
In honor of International Women's Day, the Organization of American States, OAS, held a special meeting of its Permanent Council, during which speakers addressed issues impacting women and girls around the world. Her Excellency Jacinth Henry Martin, Ambassador of St. Kitts and Nevis to the United States of America and Permanent Representative to the OAS, emphasized development with a focus on women and inclusiveness. She is also the chair of the Inter-American Council for Integral Development, CD.
The truth is the world would be a much better place if sons and daughters could enjoy equity, the same rights to contribute to its progress, contributions viewed as equally pivotal for balance, for stimulating growth in the democracies in which we seek to thrive. This is not the world in which we live. The playing field is not level. The glass ceiling is actually sky high and made of stone for many of our sisters, unbreakable, unreachable. And patriarchy and the good old boys club are real. Yet across all facets of society, from socioeconomic advancement to political participation, community development to education and beyond, women are indispensable agents of progress, engines of growth, contributing to innovation, entrepreneurship, and the overall prosperity of nations. Our participation in the workforce not only drives economic development, but also fosters diversity and inclusivity, leading to more resilient and dynamic economies.
Ambassador Henry Martin highlighted women in the Caribbean and Latin America for their contribution to the labor force, politics, and decision-making.
According to the Inter-American Development Bank, IDB, the region has witnessed a rise in women's labor force participation rate from 43.5% in 1990 to 51.2% in 2020. Women's representation in politics and decision-making has seen positive trends in some countries. According to the Interparliamentary Union, IPU, as of 2021, the average proportion of women in national parliaments in Latin America and the Caribbean stood at 31.7%, surpassing the global average of 25.5%. To be clear, this is commendable, but to optimize gains for democracy and development, we are not aiming to be better than the year before. We are aiming for the best that it ought to be.
Ambassador Henry Martin also used the opportunity to highlight the work of ZIZ and the Inter-American Commission of Women, SIM.
I recognize and applaud the work of SIM and ZIZ as major forces for strategic alliances and partnerships for women's empowerment. As our nations strive to realize the goals set out in the 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda, there is only one real hope of advancing purposefully with sustainability in mind, grounded in democracy and development for all. That is to ensure that all hands are on deck. 50% of those hands belong to.
That was Her Excellency Jacinth Henry Martin, Ambassador of St. Kitts and Nevis to the United States of America and Permanent Representative to the OAS. The World Intellectual Property Office, WIPO, is offering women of the Federation and others worldwide the opportunity to apply for their special offer of advanced distance learning courses in celebration of International Women's Day. On its website, wipo.int, WIPO says to celebrate International Women's Day, the WIPO Academy is offering a 100% discount on its advanced distance learning courses to all female applicants. Interested candidates must complete the online form from March 8th to 15th, 2024 to qualify for this offer. The offer is limited to one 100% discount per applicant. Interested persons can log on to the link on screen. After the break, Bastia High School celebrates Numeracy Day, and the Bureau of Standards gives details on new regulations. Stay with us.
Here are your Horsefords Value Mart IGA special.
Running March 7 to March 28.
Now our Value Club Blue Tax specials. Nature Valley Granola Bar is $9.99. La Yogurt, just $3.39. Essential Everyday Shredded and Chunk Cheeses, $7.99. Kool-Aid Jammers, $13.99. IGA and Essential Everyday Waffles and Pancakes, $10.99. Purex Liquid Detergent, $15.99. And now our very low weekly
Value deals. Star Kids Tuna, $3.99. IGA and Essential Everyday Mac and Cheese, $2.99. Dunkin' Hines Cake Mixes and Brownies, $5.99. Hunt Spaghetti Sauce, $8.49. VO5 Shampoo and Conditioner, $5.49. Irish Spring Baso, $11.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart, tell them in Spanish.
sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en
Value Mart!
National Home Loans. Get your dream home. All could be yours. Walk through the door. Come take what you need. Get you the keys. All could be yours. What you deserve. National Home Loans.
National Home Loans. Home ownership made easy. When you're with National, you're home.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new Flo, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you.
Health-wise on ZIZ TV, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Hosted by Dr. Monique Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence.
Welcome back. The Mathematics Department at the Bastyr High School celebrated Numeracy Day under the theme Fostering a Positive Attitude Towards Mathematics on Thursday. Head of the Mathematics Department, Ayana Erskine, spoke of the theme of changing students' outlook on math.
Most persons or most students look at maths as though it's difficult. They think of maths as boring. They think of maths as the hardest subject, a subject that they cannot pass. And so we chose this theme because we want to have that enthusiasm. We want to bring out that positivity and give our student a different perspective, because in truth, maths is life. In everything we do, we have maths.
Department Head Erskine spoke of the day's activities, which were supported by math teachers from primary and secondary schools.
Sometimes it is necessary for our students to hear a voice outside of our voice. It makes a very big difference. There's a lot of maths, there's a lot of geometry in kite making. So the students made box kite as well as funnel kite, which are traditional kites, and they get to experience how to make kite under the leadership of Professor Eustace Arundel. And we also had Lucky Dip, which is also maths in itself, because it's probability. As I said, there is maths in everything that we do.
She thanked the sponsors and participants who contributed to the success of the day. With the introduction of 3 new technical regulations, the St. Kitts and Nevis Bureau of Standards hosted a question and answer segment to give details of these protocols. The 3 regulations are the Packaged Water Regulation, the Labeling of Goods Regulation, and the Labeling of Prepackaged Foods Regulation. Deputy Director of the St. Kitts and Nevis Bureau of Standards, German Mike, outlined the advantages of these regulations and explained why it is important for businesses to adhere to these regulations.
For the positive side of things, right, it makes the customer aware, put trust in your product, right? You get customer loyalty. There's a public health standpoint, right? People consume your goods with the knowledge that they know exactly what it is that they're consuming, right? So there's a consumer protection attached to it. Now, where I wouldn't really want to say that there's a negative or so on it, but from the Bureau of Standards perspective, if these regulations are not adhered to, you can have potential ramifications, such as removal of products from supermarket shelves, removal of your products while you're selling on the street, and sometimes they may carry a fine, or they may be even destroyed at your expense. So this is why they must be adhered to.
He said the Bureau offers assistance to persons in need of assistance where labeling is concerned.
We have technical experts. I am one of them, actually, right, where you can come, we can go through your labels, because I think by now we all know that labeling is a requirement for any type of product that you are trying to sell. We know it. It's just a matter of you may not know exactly what type of information exactly you may need on your label. So if you wanted to make sure or ensure that you're following the regulations, you can come to the Bureau of Standards and we can help you in terms of tell you what information you are missing or is required.
He said the website www.sknbs.org gives a detailed outline of the requirements of the labeling regulations.
Visit our website, it will tell you exactly what the requirements are. I mean, one of the things that you would find on the website exactly especially is that no product shall come in shall be imported into St. Kitts and Nevis and it does not have on English as a language. We're going to be, I guess, quote unquote, clamping down on those practices, right? And so we're trying to kind of stop these at the border, and if those that slip through the cracks through customs, we will have some kind of market surveillance here on the ground to ensure that they are compliant to those regulations, which is found on our website. So anybody can view, they're free to just go and view. www.sknbs.org, there's a regulations tab that is there. Click on it and then you see approved regulations, and all of our approved regulations, you can just click on them and read them at your convenience.
The Deputy Director said since the Bureau of Standards started its campaign, there has been a noticeable increase in producers from St. Kitts and Nevis adding labels to products. St. Kitts and Nevis is set to make history from May 11th to 15th, 2024, as it opens its doors to a diverse gathering of global investors at the Investment Gateway Summit. The landmark 5-day event is taking place under the banner of Connect, Collaborate, Celebrate, and will be hosted at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. The objective of the summit is to provide a meaningful avenue for every citizen to play a role in showcasing the unique aspects of St. Kitts and Nevis. The summit aims to shape the economic landscape of St. Kitts and Nevis, putting a spotlight on the richness of the Twin Islands' industry, culture, and heritage. Beyond the economic gains, the Investment Gateway Summit will also serve as a platform to highlight the different investment possibilities in the Federation. Local communities will also have the opportunity to share the vibrant tapestry of St. Kitts and Nevis, from local enterprise to rich artistic tradition. The government is inviting local residents to join the historic moment as the Federation welcomes global nationals to witness the spirit of St. Kitts and Nevis.